Now this goes out to all of my beautiful people. I'm J-Star, you know it's nice to meet ya. 7:45 a.m., catch me on the Morning Meetup, hosted by David Shands.
Today, we're talking about managing opportunity. Again, with this Opportunity Zone, we are going through a bunch of different opportunities, and there will be people here that will share with you certain opportunities to make money or certain opportunities to grow or invest, things of that nature. I know Anthony was on yesterday, and he was talking about the Cuban investment. And the only reason I asked him to come on is because I actually invested my money, and I got a return back. So there's going to be a fine line between your focus and being distracted. But there's a couple things I want to talk about today. Number one, the main reason why we're going to get distracted from certain goals is because we don't know what the goal is. I feel like every presentation I give over the next year or so is going to start with identifying the target. So if we don't know where we're going, we'll start taking stuff, feeling like this will help us get to our level of success. Or in our head, we see happy or successful, but we're not 100% sure what success or happiness is. We have this idea that if we make a whole bunch of money, it will make us happy. Not so. Or we have an idea that this thing of success is it's so like in the clouds and it's not specific, and that's why we're running around like a chicken with our head cut off, because we don't have a specific target. So do me a favor in the chat. I just want to hear it. I just want to see it. What is the target by the end of the year? What is the target by the end of the year? What is the target by the end of the year? And here's how I'm going to ask you to place it in the chat. There needs to be a number attached and a date. When we start talking about specific targets, there should be a number attached and a date. I promise you I'll come on here every single time I have a teaching or training or something I'm going to say. I'm probably going to start with a target. And this target needs to have a number attached and a date. This is the very first step to being able to manage what opportunities we can take and which ones we got to leave alone. Some opportunities are not opportunities for you. It might look like an opportunity, but it's actually a distraction, which is much worse than if we didn't even see the opportunity. So some of us are calling opportunity distractions. Some of us are calling distractions opportunities because you don't like the person that the opportunity is coming from. So 20,000 users on our platform coding by December 31st. I love it. Generate 1,000 new leads by the end of June for credit repair. All right, 200,000 more. 200,000 more by December 31st. Target 2 successful retreats. Break even on the first, 15,000 on the second. Okay. Spiritually dope. Talk to me about why the target is to break even.
The first one came to me, and so the first one came to me because my friend was planning a trip with her line sisters. Everybody backed out. So she had a house and she didn't know what to do with it. And I was like, okay, well, I can use this for my retreat. So it was really like, let me take this opportunity to get my feet wet, learn all the logistics. You know, they say your first one is terrible, so get out all the kinks on this first one. And so we didn't have a lot of time. The location is not ideal and the housing situation isn't ideal. So we were like, let's just do this, break even on the first one to learn.
Okay. What I'd love for you to do is to figure out a way to not break even, but to make some money.
Okay.
If the goal is to break even, we'll probably make a little less.
That's a fact. So
we need to like figure it out. All of the the obstacles are stacked against us, yes? Like there's so many things that could prevent us from getting to the goal, but let's just make the target to get where we want to go. Yo, an event, how much is the event? How much is the retreat?
It depends. It's really cheap, y'all. I'm like embarrassed to say, but it's $700.
$700.
4 days, yeah.
And how much do you make off that $700?
Well, nothing, because break even. But Dave, since you said this, I do have ideas on how to make money. I have 3 ideas. Do you want me to say them? Okay, number 1, it's a plant medicine retreat. Everybody has an allotment of how much they can have. But if somebody wants an extra ceremony, I can charge them for that. Then there is a healer I'm in contact with who said he could give healings. And so I could take a percentage of that if they book it. And yeah, those are 2 ideas.
Okay. Spend some time today figuring out how let's just set a specific target of how much you want to make. And let's just go make the money.
You're right.
Let's just go make it. Let's just go make it. So, yes, typically, and for everybody here, the difference between, I think Marquel said this in our recent interview, it's not out yet, but he said the difference between charging someone $600 and $6,000, the only difference between charging someone $600 and $6,000 is the space in between your ears. The only difference between charging someone $100 for a coaching session and $600 for a coaching session is the space in between your ears. That don't have a whole lot to do with what we're talking about today, but I think there's a lot of people struggling with being able to charge. So we got the content creation bootcamp, and I was going to charge, like $700 for it. But then I started thinking to myself, I'm buying people breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm going to spend 12 hours like giving people all the game. And I understand that once people really understand how to create content, their following grows. And I'm seeing it through like the students that came to the first one and the second one. I know how much money you can make if you have a good product or service and you understand how to create content, meaning we're throwing this content or this content about our product or service out to the world. I understand how much you can make. If you have a $100 product, and right now you're selling 4 a month, and if you start creating content, you could sell 20 a month. So I can take you from 400 to 2,000. I can show you how to do that. Why would I charge? I don't understand the 700. So I made it 1,500 with the early bird. But the only difference, I didn't even change anything. I decided what my worth was. I decided what my value was. And I truly understand what someone can get out of it, which when people invest $1,500 or $1,600, whatever it is, they come and pay attention. When people pay, they pay attention. Okay, that don't have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Identify the goal, okay? Everything starts here. So we need to know where we're going so we know where to go. We need to know where we're going so we know where to go. If you know you're going to the grocery store, you know where to go. You know, left, right, go to the stop sign, make a left, make another right. I'll get to where I'm going. But if you don't know where you're going, you'll get to the stop sign and you won't know which way to turn because we don't know where we're going. And we'll just have this feels like, I feel like God told me to make this left. But it's only because you didn't identify where you were going at first. Okay, specific target. Number 2, I want us to ask ourselves, will this opportunity get me where I'm going or will it take me somewhere else? I want you to ask yourself the question, will this opportunity, air quotes, I'm air quoting y'all right now, will this opportunity take me where I'm going or will it take me somewhere else? If we're saying this will take me somewhere else, you have to ask yourself, am I okay? And 2, am I okay with this new destination? And number two, we got to ask ourselves, is this my pattern? Am I always changing destinations? That happened for me, where I'm looking at different opportunities, and I ask myself the question, will this take me where I'm currently going right now, or will this take me in a different direction? So there's so many things that I want to do in this life. I'm ambitious. I love what I'm doing, but I identified a goal. And what's making this easier on me with these interviews, where all of my guests have an opportunity that I can be involved in, what's making this easier for me is asking myself the question, is this going to take me where I'm going, or will this take me somewhere else? Am I okay with going somewhere else? Why am I going somewhere else? Is this my pattern? And I found out that my pattern is I love going other places other than where I'm going. I love that stuff. It's my habit. So I think it's very important to identify what our habits are, because if we don't really sit down and say, okay, why can I not keep a boyfriend or girlfriend? Why can I not keep a spouse? It's happening again. You're going to find something to sabotage that relationship because that's your habit. Okay, the thing that person did, was it really that big, or is this a part of my habits? What I'm going to do, is this going to help me get to my goal of marriage, or what I'm about to do with this other person, will it take me in a different direction? Am I cool with going in a different direction? Am I just feeling inspired right now to go in this different direction? Not just relationships, business. We make emotional decisions. I remember, Alistair, when I quit prepaid legal, now legal services, it was because I went over to this guy's house. His name was Rico, and they recruited me in another business. And I was on a good journey. But the guy, he made it so attractive. And this is what he said, Alistair. He said, there's so much more money you can make over here, and I'll pay for you to join. I'd already bought my ticket to this conference that we're going to, and I'm on a good path. I had executive director, which is the top of the company, and then I fell down, and it was just, I love the group, I love the organization, but this opportunity took me away because I made an emotional decision. But that was my pattern. I'll start, stop. That was my pattern. And it was cool, Mr. Green. I told Mr. Green, and he said, okay, I'm going to let it bother me today, but tomorrow I won't care. If you quit, I'm going to let it bother me today, but tomorrow I won't care. That was just... What's going on, family? David Shands. I want to give you a special invitation to the Morning Meetup, themorningmeetup.com. It is the only organization that gathers every single morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we help you learn entrepreneurship, grow as an entrepreneur, become an entrepreneur, or you just get to be in an environment, a network of all entrepreneurs. Literally hundreds of entrepreneurs gather on a Zoom call every single morning, Monday through Friday. Okay, so I want to give you a special invitation to help grow your business and your brand all this year, okay? Every single day. You eat every day for your health. You brush your teeth every day for your hygiene. I need you to learn and grow every single day for your mindset, okay? So make sure you go to themorningmeetup.com. It is only $1 trial. You don't need a promo code. Just go $1, themorningmeetup.com. Check it out. If you like us, stay. If not, after that, it's $79 a month. But I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy yourself, okay? So go to themorningmeetup.com. I love y'all. See you in the morning. Appreciate that, my brother. Listen, I hope y'all are taking notes. So will this opportunity take me where I'm going, or will it take me somewhere else? So we talked about, will it take me somewhere else? But if the answer is, will this take me where I'm going? And you say, yes, this opportunity is going to take me where I'm going. One, I want us to ask the question, how directly related is it? Because some of you are reaching. Oh yeah, because I could do this for a little bit, then come back to that, and then I'll do that, and then that thing that I'm doing will help me get you reaching. You reaching. We got any reachers in here? Like you could fit this opportunity into where you're going. You could squeeze it in there and make it make sense in your head, but that's just a part of your pattern. Now, there's 3 things I want us to consider when it comes to opportunity. Then I'm wrapping up, okay? 3 things to consider: time, money, and attention. This thing that we're about to embark on, this opportunity that we see, this squirrel that we're about to chase. I want us to consider our time, money, and attention. The question is, how much time will it take me? This thing that I'm about to do in terms of managing opportunity, how much time will this opportunity take me? And can I afford it? But here's the trick. Whatever time you think it's going to take, multiply that by 4. Oh, yeah, it only take me a minute to set it. No, multiply that by 4. Do me that favor. And then ask yourself, can I afford all this time? Me taking this time out to go chase this opportunity, can I afford this amount of time that I'm going to be taking away from my business? So I told y'all the story. I used to shoot videos. And I'd take a whole day to shoot a video and I make $600. Where it would take me a whole week on my job to make $600. So this opportunity, it makes sense. I would spend a day shooting a video and I'll make the $600. I need that bread. And then my mentor said, yo, you need to put that camera down if you're going to build this t-shirt brand. And I started asking myself, and this is like a whole day. I mean, you get up, if we're going to shoot at 9 in the morning or 10 in the morning, I got to get up at 8, prepare myself, get out the house by 9:30, be there by 10. They're never ready by 10. And we start actually shooting at 12. And then we're done shooting by 3. Then I got to come home and edit. And I spend the rest of the night. So it's literally, sometimes to shoot a video, it will be 18 hours. Can I afford taking 18 hours out of my main business to go shoot video? Because I'm building this t-shirt brand at this time. So I got a job, and on my off day, I'd have to take my whole, I was chasing money, I was chasing an opportunity, but I had to think to myself, yo, I can't take 18 hours out of building my brand. I can't even afford that. It's too much. Yes, I can go get the money, but I ain't got the time to do both. So you got to ask yourself, is what I'm about to do going to take, do I have the time? And then multiply that by 4. So for instance, I'm in real estate investing with Terica. She's dope. We're actually about to create this course, which is going to be helping a lot of people. But here's the agreement. She finds the house, she finds the investment, I pay for it, her company manages it, they take their percentage, and I don't have to do anything else. This is a cool opportunity because I don't know anything about real estate. I don't really need to learn anything about real estate because the way our agreement is, she sets it up and works it. So I'm like, all right, well, I might get a call about, I don't know, AC that I got to fix or something like that. And I just put the money up and I'm cool with that. So I'm thinking, okay, it'll be about, 2-3 hours a month, realistically. But then I got to multiply that by 4 and I got to ask myself, is that okay? And to be able to get properties that will pay my daughters for the rest of their life, I'm with it. I can do that. No problem. I can afford it. But there are some opportunities where I'm having to deal with a human being. Sometimes partnerships are set up the same way. I'm like, all right, this is our partnership. You're going to do this. I'll just advise you. We'll make the money together. But if that partner is too demanding, it's just an opportunity I'm just not willing to take. Okay, time, money, and attention. Money. We need to identify this new opportunity. Do I have the money to put into it? Because if you put some money into it, now you have to have the time to support that type of investment. Do I have the money? Will this take away from my product or service or my business or my marketing? I'm looking at all that stuff. So I was about to go on So my man called me and he said, yo, I want you to go on Gilly and Wallow's show and talk about the morning meetup. However, it's $20,000 to go on the show. I'm like, ooh, 20 grand. I mean, all right, it's an opportunity, right? And this is an investment that I'll be able to put into my business. But I'm starting asking myself now, this $20,000 I'm going to put into advertising, is there a better use for this money? And I found a better use for the money. I'm like, yo, I'd rather put that in the ads, or I call it Earn Your Leisure. And I'm like, all right, even though I'm on the network, advertisement ain't free. I'm like, yo, how much is your advertisement? And I could spend the same amount of money with a more direct target. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go there. But some of you guys are buying every single course that you can find, and it's taking money away from the investment that you're going to put into your main business. And that's why we're depleted. And that's why it's not growing, because you're not putting enough water, money, income, currency into your current project, because you keep taking the money and buying other stuff. Okay. So we got to ask ourselves, how much of my capital is going to take and can I afford it? So for my real estate investing, I have a whole nother account specifically for real estate stuff. Now, true story. I want to invest in like options trading. Where it's real, I got two amazing people. Got Terry and Wall Street Trapper. They're both going to show me the way. But they're both requiring me to learn it. And I don't have the time. So, and actually, I put some money in an investment account, and it's just sitting there. One account is E-Trade, one account is something else. I put some amount of money for Trap, say, yo, put this amount of money in E-Trade. Terry said, put this amount of money in TradeStation, and I put the money there. Then I realized, oh, I had the money to invest, but I don't have the time to learn. I can't do it right now. Okay. Lastly, attention, time, money, and attention. How much mental strain will this new opportunity take? How much mental strain? Okay, again, not like pushing like Anthony on you all, but this is how this started. My boy kept calling, my man Tori. Oh, Anthony's there. So Tori called me and he said, yo, I want you to look at this platform. You get 250% of your money on your money. And it's 25, you get about 25% a month. I said, all right. And it was too much time, attention, setting up and all that. He's like, yo, I'll set it up for you. I said, oh crap. All right, cool. He said, it's going to be $100. Okay. Do I have the time to send $100? Absolutely. Do I have the money? It's only $100. No problem. The attention. I say, yo, how much attention do I have to put on this story? And he says, you don't. He said, you put it in there and it goes. I said, I don't have to log in every day and click a button. I ain't got to like watch it and maneuver. He said, no, you just put it in there. So I said, okay, cool. No problem. It got so, what excited me though, he was like, yo, I want to take you to lunch. And I'm always down for lunch, especially if it's a nice place. I said, Tori, let's go. No problem. So we went to lunch and he pulled out his computer. He said, yo, I want to show you what that $100 did. And it grew. I said, oh crap. I didn't put any time, not much money, and no attention, and it grew. That's when I was like, oh wow, all right, I'm putting some more money into it, because it actually worked. But that was an opportunity. I'm like, all right, I'll take that, no problem. The joint with Terica, I can put some money in. I don't got to put a whole bunch of time, attention in it, no problem. But some of us, we need every ounce of mental, listen, the fact that I have, I'm blessed to have a team like Jennifer. I have a team like Trey and all the people that work on the videos and all that kind of stuff for YouTube and all that kind of stuff. It frees up some of my time because I'm able to multiply my efforts. And it's really cool because Jen assists me and she has assistants that assist her. It's just a really cool arrangement. But you can get more done because I've created more time. But if you're until you get to a point where you can hire people, get assistants on your team, get some systems going, you probably need to not chase opportunities. I think one of the biggest ways to build wealth is an investment. So I think you should send your money out to work for you. But if you gotta like do too much to create an opportunity where your money works for you, like you spend a year in a business to create something where your money works for you, and that's outside of where you're actually going, I'm going to ask you, plead with you, beg with you to stop chasing stuff and just take all of your time, money, and attention and put it into where you're going. That is going to be the number one. I dropped a video where I told 19 Keys that I'm going all in. No, I didn't tell him, but we were on the phone. We were talking about some other stuff. And he said, yo, I want to tell you something real quick, man. He said, when you made that announcement that you was going all in on your podcast, he said, man, I was like, yo, this is going to be something big. I'm like, why'd you say that? Like, when I made the announcement, he was like, yo, I just knew it was going to go crazy. He said, anybody that is willing to go all in on anything, it just spells success to me. I said, whoa. Other successful people see consistency and targeted attention as a recipe for success. And I equated that to like network. You want to build a circle, but every time you get around successful people, you're always about to do something. You're always about to launch something, which means you haven't been doing it for a long time. I no longer take pride in announcements. Coming soon. I'm working on something big. I no longer take pride in that. I take pride in 106 episodes. 106 is dropping. 120 is, I'm excited to get to 200 episodes, meaning I'm doing the same exact thing 200 times. That's what I can brag about. Not I'm about to launch. I feel stupid even talk to my mentor. Oh, I'm about to. I don't even, if I'm working on something, I don't even announce it. Oh, it's about to happen. I hate that. I'd rather just drop the link. I'd much rather just be in it. I'd rather be in something and like struggling with it than announcing it to a whole bunch of people looking for support, trying to garner support, because people look at that as, well, successful people. So if you're looking at your circle, they're probably okay with your announcements and you're doing something new and your excitement. And we're addicted to the excitement and the rush that we feel when we're about to do something new, which means when it gets too old, we stop doing it because we feel like, oh, everybody knows what I do already. Nobody, we use words like everybody and nobody. Nobody's buying. What you're really trying to say is my friends aren't supporting me, which is why I need to do something else so that my friends can support the new thing because they already supported the last thing. But there's 7.5 billion people in the world, and we got to stop chasing the few people that are already our customers. That's why you're dropping something new. That's like me saying, yo, everybody watch this podcast. I need to do another one. You guys are tired of that podcast. No. Same thing over and over again, over and over again, over and over again.
Come join the most amazing live mentorship and accountability group for entrepreneurs every morning.
Let's go.
The Morning Meetup. Do you have a business idea you need to get off the ground? Do you currently work a 9-to-5 and are looking for supplemental income? Come and network with like-minded individuals and take your business to the next level. Every morning from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with David Shands and friends. Try the Morning Meetup today for just $1. Head over to themorningmeetup.com. That's themorningmeetup.com.